We'll take one example to find the difference between distance traveled and displacement. So let us consider two bodies A and B. Okay? If A moves from A to B in different directions. So actually, what is distance traveled? It is the actual path traveled between two positions. Understood? So here we are not mentioning any direction. It can move from A to B in different paths, right? So it is a actual path which is choose the direction, the distance traveled chosen in different path. So now we have only magnitude in this. We are not mentioning any direction. Understood? So if any quantity which has only magnitude are called scalar quantity. So what are the quantities actually? These are the quantities which are required to complete their description. So in this distance traveled, we want only magnitude to complete the description. That is the path traveled, right? So scalar quantity, what is the quantity of this distance traveled is scalar quantity because it needs only magnitude for the complete description. And the second point is, so the distance traveled is different or it is same. Understood? So I can take from A to B as traveled, for example, 2 kilometers. So for the same from A to B, he can go in this path. He traveled 2.5 kilometers, 3 kilometers and maybe 5 kilometers. The distance traveled from A to B is different or maybe it is 0. If A does not move from its position, it is 0. So distance traveled may be same or different. You can take it as 0 or different. It is not same. You can easily identify the paths I have told you. So it is different for different paths. It is 0 or different. Distance traveled is 0 or different. So let us consider always the distance traveled is positive. You remember this is very important point. The distance traveled is always positive because it moves from one place to another place. The body moves from one place to another place. Therefore, it has only positive. If the body is not moving from place, then it is 0. Therefore, it is positive or 0. The distance traveled is always positive or 0. Now, let us come to the very important topic of this lesson. This lesson is displacement, right? So, let us consider the same body. Bodies A and B. If body A travels in a single direction, understood? In a single direction. So, how can you define displacement now? It is the shortest distance between initial position to final position. Can you follow the difference? So, it is a shortest distance between shortest distance traveled. So, now we have the distance traveled as well as we are showing direction here. This is the shortest distance. Okay. Now, the first important point is it is vector quantity because it has both magnitude as well as magnitude and direction. So it needs direction and magnitude to complete the description. Next we have the direction is always same. It is not direction is same and distance traveled is also same here. What I told you, in distance traveled it is different, isn't it? But distance traveled is always same in the case of displacement. So next we have displacement may be positive. The body can move from A to B, or either it can move from B to A. Displacement is positive when it moves from A to B. It may be a negative because it can move from B to A, right? And when the body is not moving, we can say that it is 0. Understood? So therefore, magnitude is 0, positive or negative. Isn't it? Now, let us come to know the difference between distance travelled and displacement in words. Let us find the difference. So, distance travelled and displacement. Distance travelled is the actual path travelled by a body. Okay. So, what is displacement? It is the shortest distance between initial and final position of a body in a given direction. See, I have underlined here direction because it mentions along with distance travelled direction also. So, the next we have a distance between two given points may be same or different. So, and then displacement between two given points is always same because it is a shortest distance. So, it is a scalar quantity because it needs only magnitude for their complete description, and this displacement is a vector quantity because it needs both direction and magnitude for their complete description. And distance covered is always positive or 0, I told you, but displacement covered may be negative, positive or 0. Thank you. In the next video, I will take the difference between speed and velocity.